If you are looking for an AWeber tutorial, you are in the right place. In this video, we will show you how to create landing pages and opt-in forms inside the software. Now there are a few other videos in this series. We will link to the next one at the end. The other option is to look down in the info below, where we will point you in the right direction. We have also put a video timeline on each video so you can fast forward to the correct area. There are 2 links below. The first is to pick up a free account of AWeber if you don't have one yet. If you enjoy this tutorial, the second link is for our massively discounted AWeber Advanced course. There are also separate advanced email marketing and traffic courses as bonuses. In the latter, we will show you software that is the fastest, easiest and most cost-effective way to build an email list. You will be an AWeber and email marketing ninja in no time. If it is the first time on our channel, a warm welcome. Please like and subscribe. Now let's dive into the tutorial.
In order for this video tutorial to make sense to you, you need to watch the first video in the AWeber Crash Course, which is how to create an email list. If you've watched that video tutorial, this flowchart should be very familiar. So what we need to do is to create 3 pages using the AWeber landing page feature. So we're going to create the landing page, the opt-in page, and it's going to have a built-in AWeber form into that page, and that page is going to be hosted at AWeber. So in the first video, when I showed you how to build or create an email list using AWeber, for the opt-in pages, thank you pages, confirmation success pages, I used WordPress web pages. So typically, you need to have a web hosting company to host these pages for you. Now, AWeber is doing you a huge favor and saving you a lot of money. So if you don't have a website already, you can still create these pages so you can go ahead and start building your list, even without hosting or without a domain name. So we're going to create the opt-in page, the thank you page, and the confirmation success page. So let's get started. All right, I'm just going to go back here to AWeber. This is the dashboard. We're going to go down to pages and forms and go to landing pages right there. Now, first of all, I want you to make sure that, or you need to make sure that you're on the right email list, because this landing page is going to have an opt-in form and it's going to connect to whatever email list you have listed up here. So these were created previously in my practice, and this is what when I was practicing for this video. And so we're going to create basically the same thing. Okay, so let's go to create a landing page. And we're going to, there's all kinds of templates and stuff that you can choose from, or you can just scroll up and down. They're adding new templates all the time. Okay, so let's just go here and click. Well, there's the preview, and I'm going to click the back button and click choose. First thing I'm going to do before I forget is name it. I'm going to call it Opt-in, and I'm just going to call it A for anti-anxiety info, just to keep it short, and or information. Okay, and it's, as you see down the lower left, it says changes are saved. They are saved automatically, but I'm just so used to clicking save all the time that I will probably do this a lot throughout. Okay, first thing, let's just add the logo. I've already uploaded the logo to the image gallery. I need to go to My Images, click Next, and there it is. Just click on it once, it automatically goes in there. There's the logo. If you want to resize it, you can resize it. Under design, well, let's go to design first. And I'm going to make sure all the corners have a rounded edge of like 12 pixels. And then I'm going to hit enter. And it works just, well, you know what, let's make it 15. Boom. For sizing, I like to go with auto width. That is the safest way to go. You don't need to do full width on a mobile. That's quite wide enough for most mobile phones, as you well know. Next thing, let's switch out this image over here. You click on the image, you go to image gallery, go to first. Okay, once again, I'm under my images. I'm going to click there, puts that in. If you want to resize it, you would go down here if you wanted to resize it, or you can leave it on auto width. I'll just leave it on auto width for now. As far as the text goes up here, I've already got that pre-written, so let's go there. Control C to copy, Command C on a Mac. I like to leave the first letter there. Control V to paste, Command V. The reason I leave that first letter there typically is so that it will retain the font size, family, and font weight and style and all that good stuff. Down here, you've got an ordered list. If you want to add another item to the ordered list, you just say, look here. Okay, whatever. Now, we don't need this, so I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to paste in some more stuff so you don't have to watch me type, as fun as that may sound. Once again, I'm going to triple click on this paragraph and Control V, Control Victor, Command V on a Mac to just paste over it. I'm going to hit the backspace a little bit. It's a little better. Like I said, all changes have been saved, but I'm just so used to saving everything whenever I work on anything. Let's click here on this button, sign up. Let's go to, or you can change the text. So just click in there and just say, okay. And let's see if we can highlight that. And we can go just make it bold there. If I want to change the size, I can go there, make it a little bigger. And if I want to, Comic Sans, no. But if I want to change, Helvetica is pretty, Geneva looks decent. Okay, there's the Geneva. So that's how you would change that. If you want to change the background color, I'm going to click there. And the color, let's make it, I don't know, kind of like that purplish over there. So I'll click purple. I guess maybe a light purple. And then click away in the white area. And then for the hover color, we'll make it a dark purple. Okay, and then click in the white area there. So when I mouse over it or hover over it, it goes to dark purple. Let's make that a little less black. Okay, click there. Okay, that's better. That's cool. I'm going to get rid of the social media icons. When somebody ends up somehow, some way, ends up on my opt-in page, I want them to opt in. As crazy as that may sound, I do not want them to go to this page and then start clicking on my Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and never come back. I want them to get on my email list. That's the point of the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to click here, mouse over that, go down there, click delete. We got rid of that. I'm clicking up there. The background, let me see if I can choose the background color. I don't know what a good color would be. Let's start with yellow. Oops, I was clicking on the wrong thing. So let's undo that. And let's go to the row. That's the row, the background color. Let's go to page, design, link, font size, background. Okay. Background color. Let's see if this light purple. If you want to change it a little bit, you just drag it there. That seems to be fine. And I'm going to click on the white space, elements there. So I need to get rid of that gray area. So I'm going to just mouse over here and just click on that, delete that trash can and get rid of that. Let's see if there's any way to get rid of this row. Well, let's see how this looks. I'm going to go to preview and it doesn't show up, so we're not going to worry about it. If you want to see what it looks like in a mobile, you just click mobile, and it's looking great. Okay, there's a logo at the top. Everything's good. Go back to editor, click save again. And this is good enough for now, as far as I can tell. So I'm just going to click save and exit. Right, so once again, with this chart, I hope I don't bore you with it. We just created step 1, the opt-in page. We're going to have to touch up on that in a minute, but we're going to go to step 2 for the thank you page right now. So create a landing page. Ironically, I don't go to the thank you pages to find the thank you page template I like. I go to opt-in. It's a little ironic, I know. I'm going to click choose, click on logo, add the logo again, go to my images, click next. There's my logo. Just click on it once. You don't need to double click. Once again, you can change the font size or what have you. Let's go to design, round them edges or corners, I should say. Click in the white space. That makes it rounded just fine. Everything here is great. You can change the text, get the exclusive content. Okay, that's done. Almost forgot to name it again. I'm going to put down thank you. Okay, and we're going to, at this point, are we done? We are done. Click save and exit. And now, once again, we've completed step 1. Step 2, we're going to create this page right now, the confirmation success page, where you download the report. Okay, now we need to create the confirmation success page. Let's click here. And I'm going to look down here. This is the one I want, even though it says thank you. I want to use it for my confirmation success page. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of whatever the heck that thing is, okay? Put the logo back in. My images, click next. Go there. Thanks for signing up. Keep an eye out. You will receive an email from us shortly. You can leave that message in. Wait a second. This is supposed to be confirmation success page. Almost lost track. Okay. And now right there, whenever I tried this earlier, it didn't allow me to add in an image. I couldn't find an image. So that's fine. What I'm going to do is hit the backspace, and I'm just going to drag the image in right there. And the image, click on that image there. The image is going to be, go back here. These are my images. And once again, if you want to resize it, you would go down to here and you could change the image there to make it, we'll just make it 300. So you'll see it's a little smaller. Okay. Just felt like doing that. Okay. Now we need to wait. We've got to get rid of all this stuff. Let's see if I can get rid of that whole box. Didn't quite work. Okay. So got rid of the social media icons. Now we're getting rid of the AWeber thingamajiggy there. All right, everything's fine. Now, when they get to the confirmation success page, they need to click on this. Normally, I'd put a text link under it as well, but I'm trying to make this as short as possible. So when they click on the image for the free report would download and appear in their browser. So let's get the link to the free report. This is the link to the free report, Control C, so you can see this is the free report, right? We want to link to it. Click here, and we want to link to it. So I'm going to click there on the image, and we'll go over to, this is the image, so we know we're in the right. Let's go to attributes and link to that AA anti-anxiety free report PDF. You get the green check mark, all as well. We don't need to open that in a new window, so I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to save it. Now, you might be wondering, if I don't have a web page or a web host, how am I going to have a link to my free report or my video or what have you? It's very simple. There are you're going to store it in the cloud essentially, and there are lots of places that you can store a PDF for free in the cloud, such as Google Drive or Dropbox or iCloud. Or if you don't like those, you can search on Google for free cloud storage. Or if you want to pay for the storage, especially when you're just starting out, free is fine, okay? But if you have high volume or you just wanted something to be a little more secure, you can go Google for paid cloud storage. Okay, so once you store this in Dropbox or Google Drive, there will be a URL, there'll be a web address that will link to your PDF free report. And you will link to it just like I did. It's as simple as that. Okay, let's click Save and Exit. All right, we're back at landing pages. And once again, I forgot to put the title in, so I can just click there to edit it. And the title, I'm going to put just info. Okay, now saved automatically. Click Save and Exit. Now, right now, you can see these pages have little icons there. These don't have any icons. That's another way to remind you that there's no URL attached to these landing pages. What am I talking about? Okay, if you look here, those are the URLs. Those are the web addresses that point to these pages. They don't have any web addresses. How do you get them? You got to publish them. All right, well, let me just publish this one. Just mouse over here and click Publish. And then just click Done. And you can see it's got a funky, long, complicated URL, right? A web address that's not very user-friendly. So how do you fix that? Well, let me just publish all three, and then we'll go back and fix all three. So which one should we start with? I guess confirmation success. What you want to do is click here, and you're going to click on settings for the page, and you're going to go down to where it says AWeber domain. I've already chosen my subdomain. See where it says customize subdomain? I already chose it for this account. So what am I talking about? Click on customize subdomain. And when you get to this page, domains and addresses, you're just going to skip right down to where it says AWeber subdomain. And you can pick anything you want that's short and makes sense. But after you choose it, you can change it twice and then you're stuck. Okay, so I chose this one, and I can change it one more time and then another time after that, and I'm stuck with it for life. So I chose Jimmy Joe's, which was short for Jimmy Joe's Marketing Company, which is a fake company as we know, but that's kind of long. Okay, so that's how you get to change your subdomain. Just type in something short and sweet. And what happens is my subdomain, which is Jimmy Joe's, it'll say jimmyjoes.aweb.page/ and this is the URL or the slug for the particular page that you're working on or that it's pointing to. Okay, so let's go back to pages and forms. Let's go back to landing. Well, it goes to landing pages automatically. I'll just start with this one right up here. I can edit it there. I'm just going to call this, go to settings, and we already have the custom subdomain, but we need to give the URL for this particular page. So I'm going to call it Optin AA. All right, good enough. Let's click Save and Exit. It's unpublished. We're going to go to the thank you page. I can edit it by clicking there. And I'm going to go to Settings. I'm going to click there. No need to really ever set anything as a home page. I think that's too complicated and unnecessary. I'm going to call this Thank You -AA for anti-anxiety. Save and exit. Notice how they're unpublished. I got to publish the changes. And once again, confirmation success. Settings. I'm just going to shorten it to say confirmation AA for anti-anxiety. All right, so these 3 pages still have these funky URLs, web addresses that are not user-friendly. So what you have to do is you have to see over here on the right, when I mouse over it, it goes away, but where it says unpublished changes, you must always publish your changes or the changes won't take effect. So I'm just going to mouse over this and click Publish. Click Done, and there you go, confirmation -AA, same thing here. Done, confirmation, thank you -AA, and this is the opt-in, publish, click Done, and opt-in AA. So what I need to do now is take this thank you page, click there to copy, go back to the opt-in page, click here, click inside the opt-in area, and then you're going to get the design or submission fields. You want to work on the fields here, what they look like up front, play around here. If you want to work on the back end stuff, you click on submission. So the thank you page, we don't want this simple default thank you page, we want the custom page. I just copied the URL, you saw me. I clicked that little thing, looks like a clipboard. Control Victor, Control V on a PC, Command V on a Mac, mouse over that, you get the green. I'm going to leave the already subscribed page. You can put a tag in here if you want. Put anti. Then hit enter. And this tag will let you know every person that subscribes to this form will be tagged with this tag. And so you'll know that that subscriber came through this particular opt-in form. Every subscriber on that list. I go into tagging, which is used to organize the email list in AWeber in greater detail in the AWeber Crash Course Advanced. The good news is you don't need to use tags at all. Absolutely do not need to use that in order to get people on your email list. So we're going to save and exit. I got to go back and publish that. Let me do that right now before I forget. And click Done. And let's go back. I want to make sure that I link this properly. So let's test that. Confirmation success. A couple of ways to go. Just copy this. This is the actual URL. So Control V to paste. This is confirmation anti-anxiety. I'm going to hit, that's the actual URL, jimmyjoes.aweb.page, and this is the, after the slash is the page address. So when I mouse over this, you can see I will get that report. Okay, so what I want to do is go back to save that. And we're back at landing pages. I think we're all ready to rock. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. Now we're going to go to the opt-in form right here. Copy that. Once again, if you just want to look at it, you can go to preview here. If you want to see what it looks like in a mobile, you can click there. That'll give you a pretty good idea. Although it's going to vary a little bit on whether it's, an iPhone or an Android or what have you. So I just copied this web address or URL, Control V to paste, Command Victor on a Mac, hit enter, and we're at the opt-in page. So hopefully, look, before I do this, I want to make sure that the email address I'm using here is not already on the email list. So this is the email list. Let's go to subscribers. Let's go to, okay, it's there. So you can't subscribe twice. That's going to cause complications. So it's a good thing I remember to do this. And this is a good thing to know whenever you're testing. If you want to test and retest your email list or your opt-in forms or what have you, you got to remember to go back to subscribers for that list and delete your email. And then you can use your email as many times as you want. Alrighty, so now we're back here, right? Okay, I'm just going to type in Rumpelstiltskin is my name. Okay, so after I click on this, it should take me, before I get started, let's just review. I'm in the opt-in page, the opt-in form inside the opt-in page, which is hosted on AWeber. Once I put in my name and email address and hit that submit button, it should take me to the thank you page. Then I need to go to my email, click on the confirmation page, which will take me to the confirmation success page, which we also created in AWeber. And then I'll be a subscriber for that list. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to click this. Will take me to the thank you page. Give me my free report. See how it changes when I mouse over at the color? Nice. Okay, so this takes me to the thank you page. I accidentally left this here. I can go back and edit that later. Nevertheless, it should be sending the confirmation email out to my email address at Gmail. So let's go here. I'm going to click on the inbox. I'm going to wait a moment. And there it is, right? Please confirm your request for information. I love that subject, email subject line, so I always use that. Confirm my subscription. Now remember, I had to set up the email list ahead of time before I created the landing page, and that's why this was all done ahead of time. And I showed you how to do that in the first video in the course, which is how to create an email list and an opt-in form. Okay, click confirm my subscription. This should redirect me right here. We're right here on step 3. It should redirect me to the confirmation success page and automatically make me a subscriber of that list. Here goes, nothing. There you go, confirmation success. I mouse over that. You can see it's an active link. I click there. All right, it goes there. Before we're done, let's just go, just so you're comfortable with editing things and updating things, go back to sales page. We're still in the anti-anxiety email list. Go to landing page. And I think it was the thank you page we wanted to edit. Click there. We wanted to get rid of the social media icons, right? I guess I just didn't scroll down. That's why I didn't see it. I'm going to try to get the big thing deleted, and then we'll go for each individual. You go there, click save, save and exit. 2 ways you can look at it if you want to do, well, we have to republish the changes. See, make sure you publish the changes. Click done. I can go to preview right there, and you can see there's no social media icons at the bottom, and it looks quite nice on a mobile phone as well. Click the X. And once again, to end it all up, this is just like creating an opt-in form and an email list, except we're doing it with pages that are hosted on the AWeber servers because we used the AWeber landing page feature. And this works with free AWeber accounts or paid the exact same way. I hope you found this helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Alrighty everyone, in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a cool customized AWeber opt-in form. So what am I talking about? Let me just scroll down. You've seen this page in earlier video tutorials in this course. This is the opt-in page. Now right here, make a note of that URL or that web address, because after this course is over, after I'm done shooting this video, while you're taking the course, I intend to leave this opt-in page up so that you can test out the form that I'm creating right here, right now, and you can see that it works and you can see how it works, and you can use that to teach yourself and check your own work. Okay, so let's scroll down here. And we're going to replace this opt-in form template created by AWeber. We're going to create that with something a little simpler. So together, the PDF ebook cover and the form I call a custom opt-in form. And then I'll also show you how to add that custom form into the sidebar widget as well. Once again, the procedure may be slightly different if you're using an HTML website, a GoDaddy website, a website created by Dreamweaver, Wix, Weebly, Foursquare, or what have you. But I'm going to show you how to do it in the latest version of WordPress. Okay, so step number one, we need to get to the AWeber demonstration account. I'm clicking on the dashboard. I'm in the dashboard. So now what I need to do is make sure I'm in the right list, which is anti-anxiety report. That's the correct email address. Now I need to go to sign up forms, strangely enough. Okay, so I've already created the opt-in form. Let me just click on that for a second. So if you want to edit a form, see, there it is. That's the one we were just looking at. So what I'm going to do is go back to sign up forms right there, and I'm going to create a new sign up form. This is for my website. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to go to, we have all different types of templates. I'm going to go with popular, and then I'm going to go with basic. That's the one I want to use. Load this template. Yes. Okay, so let's start at the very top. First of all, I want to let you know if you want to make it wider or smaller, you can do that. So when we're putting in the sidebar later, this is how we'll fit it into the sidebar, by shrinking that down. Okay, the header, we don't need that. If we want to put text above this opt-in form, above it will be that ebook cover for the report cover. But if I want to put text just above this, I can put that in the website somewhere. I don't need the header. So what I'm going to do is move this mouse down until the header becomes highlighted, and I'm going to delete that. Then I'm going to click in here where it says name, and I'm just going to put first name. Now you can put full name if you want, and people will put the full name there. If you click here, you'll end up with a first name and a last name. That's two different fields that they need to fill out. And the more fields there are for people to fill out, it looks like more work, and they're a little less likely to fill it out. I always go with this one and either put full name here or first name, and I always require the name. That's up to you. If you want to remove the name field altogether and just require an email address, you can do that. Just click remove field right there. I'm going to save that field, which is the name field. I'm going to scroll down, and once again, I'm just going to open this up a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to click on email, and in front of the email, I'm going to put best email. And we're not going to worry about the value. That's very advanced stuff. So just save the field. If you'll notice, there wasn't a required option because it's automatically required, right? You got to have the email address to get into the email list. Okay, so we're going to click here. We're going to alter the submit button. Just click in there. And instead of submit, I'm just going to say you can put whatever you want. I'm going to save the field. And once again, I'm going to click here to edit, right? Excuse me. I'm going to look up here and make sure that I'm in the submit button before I start modifying stuff. So let's modify the background color. And I'm going to, you can just click that, you can drag the arrow up and down. I'm going to go with the blue. Let's go with an orange this time. And we'll go there. And that's okay. Let's go with the brighter, see if we can get a brighter orange. Anyways, that is good enough. I'm going to click OK. Then for the font, I'll change the font family to Verdana. And I'll change the font size a wee bit to 16. That's a little too much, so let's go with 14. And then I'm going to change the font color to maybe something lighter. Okay, so I'm going to go way up here, and that's more or less a white color. If you want to make it a pure white, what you would do is click on the color, and you click here. Just delete that, and you put 6 Fs like Foxtrot. Foxtrot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit enter, click OK, and there you go. So there's the submit button. We respect your email privacy. I like to leave that. Powered by AWeber. There's no need to leave that in. I get rid of that. For the footer, if you want to put in something like "We'll never spam you," you can do that. So let's put down "We will never spam you." I don't like the font, so let's highlight that. Change the font family to Helvetica. Font size, yeah, you can see the font size looks a tad small there, doesn't it? Let's go with 14, or how about 12? Let's center it. And that's a little bit low there, but we can save that. Let's see how that looks. Or we can just get rid of that altogether. That's up to you. And you can also, inside your WordPress website, you can put "We'll never spam you" on your own, and it might fit in a little bit better. And that's all there is to creating your custom form. Once again, you can make it wider or smaller. Save your form. We're in the design. See, your web form has been saved. We're in the design section. We've saved it. Now I'm going to go to step 2. It wants us to name the form. I'm just going to say now, you want to name your forms because you can have more than one form for one email list, right? Right, correct. The thank you page in the very first email in this series, how to create an email list, in an opt-in form, I showed you can have your own custom thank you page, and that's what we created earlier in the first video in the series. There's the web address, the URL, Control-C to copy. And that is the thank you page that's reminding people to check their email. So I'm going to go back here. We don't want the basic version. We want the custom page. I click here. It puts the HTTPS in there. So I'm going to backspace Control Victor to paste in a PC, Command V in a Mac. I don't need to open it up in a new window. There's no real point in that. I'm just going to leave the already subscribed page as the default basic version. I'll show you how to create a custom already subscribed page in the advanced AWeber course, AWeber Crash Course 3.0, the advanced section. You don't need to mess with any of the advanced stuff here. So let's just save the form. Your web form has been saved, so we're just going to go to step 3. And here we are in step 3. There's step 1 was design, 2 was settings, and number 3 was publish. Okay, so let's go to, I will install my own form. You have 2 choices. You can use HTML version, which as you can see is a ton of code, right, to copy and paste, or you can use JavaScript snippet. Now, the advantage of JavaScript, number 1, is it's a lot less code. Number 2, if you paste the JavaScript code into your WordPress website or any website, and then go to AWeber and modify the form, then it will automatically be updated inside the website. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to click in here once. It highlights everything. If it doesn't, just do Control A or Command A on a Mac to highlight everything. Now Control C to copy, Command C on a Mac. Now I need to get to the Optin page, right? Because it says up here, I'll install my own form, JavaScript snippet. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to edit this page, right? This is the page. Like I said, you can actually type this out, log into this page, and sign up for this form while you're taking the course, because I'm going to leave this page up so you can test things out. Okay, so let's go to edit page. There you go. And we already have some JavaScript form in there. I could just replace it, but instead I'm going to click here, and just to be extra safe, I'm just going to remove the block from WordPress. So that block is gone. I'm going to add a new block, and it's an HTML block. If you can't find the HTML, just type it up in here and search. So I've already got it. There's a little block here. I know it's JavaScript, but it still goes in the HTML block section. Control Victor to paste, Command V on a Mac. And then I'm going to click outside that block. I'm going to click Update here. And I'm going to right click and view the page. And there you go. You've got a custom form there. Okay, so I guess the next thing that we need to do is check out the form. So I'm going to, and make sure it works. Once again, there is the website. I'll probably paste this into the course. If I don't, just copy it right off of this video. Okay, so Willy Nilly is my name. And here's my test email address. All right, I'm going to click on the white space. Then I'm going to click Give me my free report. It should redirect me to the thank you page. And it does. Now it says check my email inbox, which is what I'll do in a second. As soon as we're done with this, though, I'm going to show you how to add the same form into a sidebar widget for this theme in WordPress. Okay, so check the email. There's the email inbox. Let's hit refresh. And there it is. It's from Jimmy Joe. It says response required. Please confirm your request for info. Once again, I click here. I'm not actually subscribed on the list until I click on this confirmation link. I click there. It redirects me to the image, the downloadable link. So I can click on this link or just click here, and that will bring me to my report. And everything is complete. Now, if you'll notice, let's go back here for just a second. I created the form, right? But I had already set up everything in this list. I had already set up the confirmation success page and all that in the first video. This video, I was just creating another opt-in form for the same list. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's go to articles. And if I want to put that same form here, what I would like to do is, let me just show you that you can change the form actually. So let's go here to the design. I want to change, click there for the, make sure we're in the button section. I'm going to change the background color to a blue, right? And then it's where you put it in here that determines the final color. I like that. Let's save the form and go back to the opt-in page. So let's go back here. Yeah. So I'm going to update that. I don't need to update it, but I just need to get access to the view page here. And this should update automatically. Okay, it didn't update because I don't believe I saved the background color. So let's blow through that real quickly again. We're on Submit Form, background color. We go to blue, click there and click OK. I forgot to click OK last time. I believe that's the problem. Save the form. All right, so now we just go back here and I just click refresh. And it's really cool. Now, please note, like I said before, if I'm going to go right to the publish section, it says I've got to save it first. Okay, go back, save the form, and go back to publish. And if I had used HTML, I would need to recopy this right now and then repaste it into the WordPress website in order for the change to take place. When you have JavaScript, you don't need to do anything. It just updates automatically. Okay, last thing I want to show you before we're done, how to do it on a sidebar, have a cool custom opt-in form. So I'm going to go back to the same form, right? We're at the publish section. I'm going to go to design and I'm going to make it a little thinner, and you can experiment with how thin it needs to be or narrow it needs to be depending on your sidebar. So save the form, and I can go to step 2. That brings me here, which we've completed already, right? Yeah, and then I'm going to go to step 3, and we're at publish. Go to JavaScript, click there, Control-C to copy, Command-C on a Mac. Then we're going to go into the dashboard. This is the same website right here, list.jjmc demo sites. Let's go to Appearance Widgets. And there we go. So I'm going to click in this widget right here. Now, this is how the widgets work in this particular WordPress theme. They may be somewhat different in different WordPress themes, but in any event, okay, there's the ebook cover, which we added earlier just by clicking add, or which I added earlier by clicking add media. Now I want to go to text. This code right here, see that IMG, that stands for image. So this is the code that produces the ebook cover image in a browser. So I'm going to put the cursor there. I'm going to hit enter one time, press Control Victor to paste, right? I'm going to drag this down a little bit. So this right here, starting with this div tag and the closing script tag, this is the code for the opt-in form. I'm going to get rid of the automatically add paragraphs because that adds a little extra space in there that we don't need. I'm going to click update. Widget saved. I'm going to go back to articles page and the form should show up right there. Very, very cool. So now you know how to add your own. And once again, if I want to add text right above here, I would simply go back to the widget. I would click on visual, and then like right after this, I would just, hit the right arrow to get to the right of that image. Would hit enter or return, and then I could say type info below. And I could center that, right? Make it bold or what have you, change font, whatever. Let's click update just to let you know that you have a lot more control when you create your own custom form this way. And once again, under that, you could have put, we will never spam you, et cetera, et cetera. So let me hit refresh and it says type info there. Okay, good enough. So that's how you create your own custom form using AWeber. I hope you found this helpful. Take care, have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video.